much should be your japa budget? Like your japa budget. How much do you need to put aside to start keeping somewhere to come on this journey to the UK? Now, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgina Okakoso, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you guys for coming and watching my video. If you're a regular, a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my videos. You must have seen my previous video, and if you haven't, you can watch it somewhere. The link will appear somewhere here. You can watch it. I started a series in my first video showing basically the process, the cost and documentations that you need to have when you want to come into the UK using the Tier 4 visa, which is the student visa. Now, the first video basically was about the process, and in today's video, as I promised, I'm going to share with you guys the cost of coming to the UK. How much will it cost you to come to the UK? How much will be your japa budget? Like your japa budget. How much do you need to put aside to start keeping somewhere to come on this journey to the UK? Now let's get straight right onto the video for today. Before we do that, do not forget to hit the like button, right? And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now let's head straight right onto the video for today. Now, as usual, my book is here with me. Please do remember that in case I did not cover anything that you needed, right, any questions that you have in this video, you are free to drop in the comment section any questions that you might have on this journey. Any questions at all that you might have, feel free to drop in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer your questions. For me, my journey was kind of smooth because I had an agent, right, that did a lot of things for me, because I was working at the time and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to balance both. But I'm making life easy for you. You don't have to pay money. Just watch my videos and watch my ads. That's all I'm asking you guys to do. Watch my videos. So I'm going to share with you guys the cost of coming to the UK, how much it cost me, and I'll give maybe a background example from people's experiences, how much it cost them. But basically, these are going to be my personal experience that I'm going to be sharing. Yeah, disclaimer. Personal experience I'm going to be sharing. You will need to confirm basically for the course you're coming for, the school you are going to, the community, the environment. A lot of things may differ, but this is just a general example of what it cost me to come to the UK. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but definitely it will assist you in one way or the other. So let's start with the first item, which will be the cost of fees. Now there are so many schools in the UK, and I'll also stress Scotland because that's also covered in this conversation. So I think the fees range between about £9,000 to about £25,000. This would depend if you're doing an MSc course or an MBA, and it would also matter if you're doing a 1-year course or a 2-year course. So these are the things that you need to look out for. That basically determine the kind of fees. And some schools have like a scholarship that they give to students. So for example, if the fees was £17,000, some schools take up maybe 2,500, or in the case of Bradford University, my school, UBU, Bradford University took out £5,000, which was like a sub-Saharan scholarship that was given to, at least as far as I know, all Nigerians. I think maybe other African countries though, but as far as I know, all Nigerians got this £5,000 scholarship. So if you're interested in that and Bradford offers your course, feel free to jump in, feel free to explore that option. So Bradford gives £5,000 off the school fees. So it was about £17,000 for a 1-year course, full time, £17,000. It took off £5,000, so the fees became £12,000. So yeah, that's about cost of fees. So you have to confirm. These are the things you have to look at. You have to be sure that, because just know your strength, as they say, cut your coat according to your size, right? Don't be looking, I want to be in London. I want to go to London. The cost of living in London is not the same as the cost of living in Nigeria. The cost of living in London, right, is not the same as the cost of living in some other cities. In short, it's not the same. If you go to the UK website where you have breakdown of cost of living that builds up your proof of fund, right? London's own is definitely different. If I can find it, I'll put it somewhere here and look for the link and put it in the description box. The cost of living in London is different, and you know that this affects your proof of fund, as I shared in my previous video. You need to watch that first because that's the foundation. She tells you the process before you can come to even know what the cost is, so that you can start, you know, sleeping and dreaming on it and see if it's for you or not. Now, after looking at the fees, you have to also look at the initial deposit. Some schools make it easier for you to pay about £1,000 to get your visa. Then when you come here, they choke you. They tell you that if you don't pay maybe 60% or 50%, you may not be able to enroll. That means you cannot start classes. So these are things you need to consider when you are choosing a school. Don't go and choose, oh, is they are paying only £1,000, you rush, you pay £1,000, you enter the UK, you don't have 50% of the fees to pay, you cannot start class. Who you help? Nobody. So these are things that you have to consider, right? The initial deposit that you need to pay. Some will tell you to pay £4,000. I'm not going to be calling names because I'm not doing advertisement for any school right now, except the school that I'm in, you know. So some will tell you to pay £4,000. So you have to do your research. And if you want me to do your research for you, I can. Run me my money, I can do your research for you, right? If you want to get the proper information, specific and tailored for your situation, contact me. So the initial deposit, some will tell you to pay £4,000, and then you can spread the balance. You know, maybe you're doing a 2-year course, that will favor you. Do a 1-year course. So please do consider what your initial deposit is when you are looking at the school that you want to go to. You have been warned. The next thing is your proof of fund. As I said earlier, what builds your proof of fund is the cost of living in a particular state, which can be confirmed from the website, you know, the uk.gov website. I'll put it somewhere down here, as I said. You can confirm from there, and the balance of your fees. So if your fees is 17,000 and you've paid 2,000 initial deposit, how much do you have left? Plus or minus 16,000. So you add 16,000 to the cost of living that is specified on the website. You add those two together. That forms your proof of fund, POF. Maybe hear people say POF. That forms your proof of fund. Now that proof of fund, you will now calculate it and convert it to Naira using the Owanda website that I'll put somewhere here. You use that and convert and know how much is expected to be in your account. That is supposed to be there for at least 30 days. You know, so that for an individual, so I'm going to be specific a little. For me, for example, I needed about 11 point something million in my account based on my initial deposit as fees and the balance and the cost of living where I was coming to. So I need about 11 million, but to be safe, because the rate will fluctuate throughout this process. It's a long process, so you have to put some slack, something that will make up for any exchange rate gain or loss. If I may say so, that's the accountant in me. Something that will make up for any exchange rate gain or loss. You have to put a slack, something that will, you know, a little miscellaneous amount there. So I had about 12 million for this process in my account for about 45 days. So a month and 15 days, you know, before I now sent it to the school, got my cards for 28 days. Then I did my visa application, right? So yeah, that's that. Also, for families, I've heard people say, oh, it depends on how many children you have, because the cost of living, I think, is per head. If I'm sure, I'm not so sure, but you have, for families, you have to have about, you know, in the 20 millions, that range, the 22, the 23, the 25, the 30 million. So yeah, that's a lot. So you have to know, if you're coming with your family, that's your budget. If you're coming as a single person, you know, single Pringles, then you should look at the 10 million, 11, 12 million, 13 million, depending on your fees. The next thing is the TB test. The TB test costs 57,800. It's a test that is done in Lagos and Abuja. In Lagos, the center for the TB test is in Ikeja GRA. While in Abuja, you can use Google to find that out. But the cost is 57,800, and you also pay per head for your, if you're coming with your children, like 8 per head. But I think children's fee is kind of half that or discounted, but you can check their websites to confirm that. So you pay that, and it's a process that is done same day. For me, I went early in the morning, about like past 7. I had already paid before going there, so I did that, took my proof of payment to show them They check you in, then you wait, get the test done, and you pick up the results same day. So it's just like a scan that is done, very simple, very quick. But the drama, most times you get in, it's a lot. So yeah. The next thing is the visa application proper. Now, visa application has, you have to pay for your IHS, which is like the health insurance. You have to consider the visa fees, and you have to consider if you're going to go through the standard process, so waiting for the standard timeline, or you want to do priority. And it's even super priority. Like people are spending money. Even in VI, they have VIP treatments, premium, premium lounge. Anyways, it's people that so it says that the super priority takes about, I think, 24 to maybe 72 hours or 48 hours. The priority takes about 5 working days, and the standard process takes about 15 working days. Now, all these things are just written in black and white, but will it be the same situation? I don't think so. For me, I paid for priority, but my visa, as I said in my previous video, my visa took about 30 days to come out. So yeah, if you have the money and you don't want anxiety to kill you, you can pay for super priority. You don't want anxiety to wreck you, you can do that. Then if you are going to VI has a special fee that you pay, £55 for going to VI. I've not really understood why you are paying extra, because if you go to Keja, you don't pay that. But I don't know, VI is kind of more classier, easy breezy. When I went to, but now I've been hearing that the story is getting different, because like there are a lot of people right now. But VI has more, FEZ. I did my stuff in less than an hour and I was done. So you pay for convenience. That's it. Then the next thing that you have to consider doing after your visa is your COVID test, right? So this has to be done 24 hours within your time of traveling. Make sure you get that time right. Because if you go to the airport and it has expired, or it's not within that time frame, my darling, you can't go nowhere. You have to go back and do another COVID test. Yes, that's that. And what are the guarantees that you get your results immediately? None. So ensure, like for example, for me, I was traveling on a Thursday, and on a Wednesday morning I went to do my test. I was traveling on a Thursday in the evening, so I knew that okay, it was still around the same 24 hours range. 24 to 48 hours, right? I think 24 hours. Yeah. So you can confirm that on the Nigerian website, where you have travel restrictions, and on the UK website or whatever country you're planning to go to. Confirm the travel restrictions, confirm the travel regulations and everything, so that you don't want to pack all your bags and get to the airport and start hearing stories. You have been warned. After that, I think you look at by now you would have gotten your flights together, right? You should have gotten your flights together. Yeah, so that's basically it. An individual, I would say you should be having with you for the process. This is not proof of fund inclusive, right? For the process itself, you should be having with you about 3 to 4 million for this whole process. Then when you add your proof of fund to it, you should be looking at about 15 to 20 million in your account as an individual. That's about it. My flight was about 300 and something K. So everything rounded up to an estimate of 3 million to 4 million. That's about it. That's what the cost of all these things came down to. If you have any questions, do not forget to put them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer your questions here in the comment section, so we can all see and learn. Or I can prepare a special video if it needs to be expatiated, to be explained in details. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and please do consider keep watching. As you get a notification from YouTube, click that video and watch it. So the next video that I'll be bringing your way is a video that definitely states for you the first set of documentation that you need when you get into the UK. Trust me, you will need to watch that video, because people come in and just don't know what next to do. It's like every single thing you need to do is surrounded around some kind of things. If you want to do the hotel, you need to get this. If you want to do this, you need to get it. If you want to do this, you need to get it. So I'm going to help you guys break down the things that you need to do immediately when you come in, and it will definitely make your life easier and make things move quicker for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. Do consider coming back to my channel. Bye, lovelies. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later.